Yo, 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 what's going on, Crow fam? I think we made it live. New Year's Day, 2023. What is going on, folks? Good to have you here. For any of you guys who, you don't got nothing to do on New Year's Day, then this is a good place to come and, get amongst it, guys. Get amongst the Crow action. We're covering Crow news, Crow price, NFTs, loaded lions, everything. We're going to be covering absolutely everything today, guys. So, make sure you let me know if you got any questions. Hope everyone's having a good one out there. Before I do commence, I'm just going to post my stream in the Loaded Lines group, because Shane from crypto.com said that he was happy for me to share Loaded Lines stuff in there, which is very, very kind of him. Yo, 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 Russian Mob, what's going on, brother? Thanks for being in the stream, buddy. And yeah, folks, make sure you get active in the chat. It's a new year, it's 2023. We can talk a lot of bullshit tonight about how 2023 is going to be better than 2022, when we're probably all just going to actually be just broke in the end. But, we got to be hopeful, guys. We got to remain hopeful. So, we're going to be optimistic here, going to take the piss, have a few jokes. And you might think that this looks a little bit like Bailey's liqueur, but it's actually the cheap Chinese version from a supermarket. If you're in the UK, you'll know what Lidl is. It's a fantastic supermarket, in my opinion, much better than Tesco and Sainsbury's. You get high quality products there, especially fruit and veg. But this was actually, I think, how much was it? It was quite a bit cheaper than Bailey's. It tastes just as good, if not, I would say even better than Bailey's. So I since my baby's been born, I used to hit the beers almost, well, not every day, but at least once a week. But since my baby's been born, for about the last maybe how old is she now? Nearly five months old. I haven't touched the drink, just subconsciously. But it's New Year's Day, so what better way to start than getting a bit loose? Yo, what's up, JG? Yeah, you're in London, man. Nice one, bro. I just came from South London, so I was actually living in Streatham. Yeah, whereabouts in London are you from, Jay? And yeah, guys, just a bit of chit chat at the start here, but we're going to get into some stuff very, very shortly. Feel free to say hi in the chat. I'll do my best to get back to absolutely everyone in the chat. I think this is my, episode 4. We've had 3 crypto.com streams so far. This is going to be the 4th one. It's episode 4, and we got a name for it, folks. I'm actually calling it the Crow Show. I don't know how you guys feel about that. Let me know what you think about the name, the Crow Show. But I thought just something to keep it on brand. Crow Show, episode 4, crypto.com. And yeah, every Sunday, at the moment, the time is 5:30 EST, 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. It might go to 6 p.m. EST at some point, but for now, we're just keeping it to 5:30 EST. So guys, I'm just going to literally post this in the Loaded Lines Discord here, because Shane said it was okay just to let these guys know. If anyone from the Loaded Lines Discord wants to get involved on this live stream, then they can. I'll just tag him there, and I'm also just going to drop it in the crypto.com Reddit group as well. But yeah, we will get started very shortly, guys. And if you're liking what's going on with CRO, then don't forget to smash the likes. And we'll get going in literally about 30 seconds. I'll give you guys a few headlines of kind of what we're going to cover in tonight's stream, or at least try to cover. We'll probably stream for at least 2 hours, possibly a little bit more, just depending on how things are going. But yeah, any questions, guys, don't hesitate to let me know in the chat. Let's get some good activity going in the chat. Let's get those likes rolling in. And yeah, we can kind of take things from there. Born and bred, although live in Essex now. Nice one, man. Essex is beautiful. I haven't spent a lot of time there, but I've passed through there a fair few times, and it's really, really nice. Quite green, which I really like. Raining all day here in Arizona. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too, Russian Mob. Appreciate you having the loaded line there in the actual pic there, guys. So guys, there's never a dull moment in cryptocurrency, is there? As we can see, if we go to the general markets, again, we're not going to spend too much time here. I'm not doing technical analysis on this channel or anything like this, but we look at the biggest coins for the 7-day. I mean, you don't get much more boring than that. BTC down 1.5, ETH down 1.6 for the 7 days, 0.1 down for Tether. It's pretty stock standard, you know what I mean? Pretty boring stuff. If we actually head on over, and we'll probably revisit CRO to take a bit more of a look at a later stage in the video. But I don't know how you guys feel out there. I know that there's a lot of people that like to talk about the price of CRO, and that's all good. I just personally think it's a little bit boring, right now. Again, the main goal for me at the moment for CRO is essentially just working towards buying in bulk when I feel like I got a bit of extra cash that I want to deploy into CRO, Cronos, as it's called now. And for some of you out there, maybe it's DCAing, dollar cost averaging in. What I would say is I've been an investor in CRO from the very beginning, from the MCO days, before the cards were even available. That's what got me into the ecosystem. I know I kind of gave a bit of context about my background of crypto.com at the start of each video. I'll make it shorter and shorter because I'm aware a lot of people are probably sick of hearing the same thing over and over again. But for any newcomers, I've been an OG in this space for a long time. A bit, the crypto.com content, talking about the card, that was like the first video I made over 2 years ago. And I bought CRO down at 3 cents, guys, down at 3 cents. I'm still virtually up at 2x on everything that I haven't sold, but I've been selling all the way up to $1. Right, and probably all the way down, buying, selling, buying, selling, buying, selling. I had it staked on the exchange for 20% for ages. I think it was for 6 months. It's been a really interesting journey, full of imperfections, things like that. And one thing I want to always be really clear about, it's one thing I say in my videos a lot and in my streams, I like to try and be as unbiased as possible. I know theoretically I can't really be unbiased because I am invested in the ecosystem. I have some CRO, I got a loaded line, I got a cyber cub, I got different types of land. I'm a believer in the ecosystem. I like everything they've done. I do believe they will survive the bear market. Again, nothing's guaranteed, guys. These videos and streams are not financial advice, but the reason why I create CRO content is because I'm optimistic about the project. I'm not sponsored in any way by Crypto.com. However, though, I am an official Crypto.com ambassador. It basically means that anyone that uses my referral link, I get slightly better perks and benefits when they sign up. That's literally all it is. They approached me about it as well. I didn't approach them, and I just thought, what, why not? But I don't really promote it, guys. But if people get the card and stuff, then that's cool. With regards to the card as well, I think it's important that I let you guys know I don't actually have a card stake at the moment. I've got my Jade Green card, which I'm actually just going to show you guys just as proof. Actually, do you know what? I can't even show you my card as proof because I gave it to my wife Karina to go get a massage last night, and she still got it. But you'll just have to take my word for it. I do have a Jade Green card, but I unstaked and took cash, invested in some Crows coin, a few other bits and pieces. So, I'm in this ecosystem for the long game, guys. The aim for me personally, I'm not telling you to do this, but the aim for me personally, when I think about CRO tokens specifically, is really just accumulating at these levels because, I really do think if BTC can get to 40, 50k ranges, it's not unrealistic to suggest that CRO could get up at around above 50 cents, guys. Up at about around 50 cents, which is over a 5x from here, which is quite significant when you do think about that. Don't forget, guys, that the total supply 30 billion is there, and this is something really positive that what really, in my opinion, makes CRO, it's not even in my opinion, this is an objective fact of the matter. 25 billion of these CRO tokens are in circulating supply. That is absolutely fantastic, and the reason why is because a lot of this is already priced in, right? So for example, if this circulating supply was 1 billion with a total supply 30 billion, and we had 29 billion roughly just floating around somewhere, maybe in various people's wallets, or they were staked and people were able to take them off protocols, or maybe they were locked up in a vesting schedule or something like that, right? Then there's always a potential for the price of that particular asset to dump when these new tokens enter the circulating supply. And if I'm being completely honest, I've never seen a circulating supply be so close to the actual number of the total supply. And also, just to let you know, it doesn't, just because the total supply number is high You know, that's 30 billion. BTC, we've got a 21 million. It doesn't necessarily mean one asset is better than the other in terms of making a percentage gain on that particular asset, you know. So that's something that you really do need to take into consideration when looking at CRO. We've got a pretty solid trading 24-hour trading volume. Also, guys, I like to use CoinGecko. I don't know, just like the UI on it. It's kind of not as popular as CoinMarketCap, but still pretty popular. I know people tend to use CoinMarketCap, but I like CoinGecko. I'm not sponsored by them again. I just like using them. Okay, 24-hour trading volume. Okay, this is pretty significant as well. So amidst this bear market, this is still pretty solid, guys. We've almost got 10 million. We've got 9.8 million US dollars worth of 24-hour trading volume. So people are getting in and out of this asset, which is pretty good. Okay, that's pretty good on a $1.4 billion asset currently at the moment. Okay, I think we're ranked 31. We've been slowly slipping down. You know, we were quite comfortably, I believe, in the, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think CRO may have even been in the top 15 or 10 peak bull market. I could be very wrong about that. I'm not sure, but we were definitely in the top 20, and we've slipped out of that kind of semi-recently. Not the biggest deal in my opinion, guys. I think that, yeah, I'm not saying CRO, you know, they need to keep adding some utility towards CRO. I mean, there's lots of good things that they can do with it inside the app. But, you know, I think that with their marketing push, their partnerships, everything like that, you know, the next 2-3 years, it's all about surviving this bear market. And quite honestly, we can be met with black swan events. You just don't know what's going to happen. What's SBF going to say? You know, how's that trial going to go? Are we going to get sort of more knock-on effects from other cryptocurrency exchanges, project, whatever, going bankrupt? Can that potentially have a knock-on effect for Crypto.com? Absolutely it can, guys. Absolutely it can. I think we would be naive to suggest that Crypto.com is safe, entirely safe. It's not. Okay, it's not. It doesn't mean they have bad intention, but if they go down and you got all your funds on there, you got to be careful. And that's why I always say, I never advise anyone to keep the majority of their funds on any singular third-party exchange. Get a Ledger, guys, or a Trezor, or a wallet that you trust. I personally use Ledger. Okay, not sponsored by them, just own one. All right, I own several actually. And yeah, just be very careful. You know, I know it's easy. You know, it's a very easy to use app. It's very easy just to leave a lot of funds on the Crypto.com app. Maybe even the DeFi wallet. You know, maybe the DeFi wallet's a bit safer than the app. Sure, it's non-custodial, but I think Ledger's the safest, you know, and they have that sort of, that link with Cronos now, which is pretty good. But yeah, you've just got to understand that, don't be naive, all right? If you've got all your funds on Crypto.com, you need to have a good, long, hard look in the mirror, all right? You really do. You need to have a think about that. Because let's face it, this is what happened with a lot of people with FTX, you know, a lot of people crying and moaning because they lost their life savings on FTX. Well, yeah, that really sucks. You know, I feel for you guys, but, you know, people that are just coming into the cryptocurrency space, one of the first lessons I think they need to learn is about what happened with Mt. Gox. You know, and even with Mt. Gox, a lot of these people are supposedly going to be getting their money back. I've got a neighbor, or not neighbor, as a housemate I used to live with, who is still waiting for his Mt. Gox payout from BTC. He lost around that time. I think he lost around 9 BTC. So, but you know, that's a long time ago, and you don't want to be in that situation, guys. So just, look, don't have all your funds on one app or exchange. It doesn't matter how good it is. Okay, so if we go ahead and actually look at CRO, look, I have basic technical analysis understanding, but I'm not doing any TA on this channel, but it's a pretty clear indication. I tend to like to look at the 30-day chart. You know, we are setting some lower highs, guys. It's pretty obvious. We've got a downtrending level here. I guess you could say we've had a higher low made here. Okay, so if we go to this higher low around Saturday the 17th of December, just before Chrissy, and we probably had one thereabouts 1st of Jan, literally today, at around midnight according to this, and we're tending to trend up here. So who knows what's in store for the new year, guys? Who knows? According to CoinGecko, again, these statistics are not always going to be 100% accurate, whether it's CoinGecko, CoinMarketCap, there's always going to be a little room for discrepancy here, okay? So don't necessarily swear by what you see here. And obviously, different exchanges are going to show slightly different prices and things like that, okay? But according to CoinGecko, you know, we can roughly say that we took an 89.8% hit for the last year. 30 days. For the last 30 days, we are down 12.8%. For the last 7 days, down 5.7%. Last 2 weeks, up almost 2%. Again, I'm not really, and again, this is just for me personally. Maybe there's folks out there that are trading on the short to medium term, and I say short term on the daily. It can be on the minute, it can be on the hour, it can be on the daily, the weekly, maybe even the monthly. Okay, that's more like the short, medium term. Okay, from minute to monthly time frames. Okay, then this is going to be a bit more relevant for you. Again, I'm kind of not really interested in even thinking about selling CRO unless we get anywhere above that 50 cent level. At the moment, I'm just accumulating. I wouldn't say I'm accumulating a lot of CRO. My focus, honestly, is based more around BTC and Ethereum accumulation and staking and things like that. But then I guess I kind of have my altcoin tiers outside of that, which is just really the next level of risk after Ethereum. And CRO definitely fits into that bucket with maybe a few other ones, but not too many. Okay, not too many. And a lot of people, you often get a lot of hate. When we're in a bear market, a lot of people calling out this company's a scam, this company's no good, crypto.com's going bankrupt, yada yada yada. The facts do not lie. Refer to the objective facts. Now, again, I said it's not always going to be 100% accurate, but I do like to draw people's attention to this fact. Okay. Again, it's not going to be exact, but it's rough. 4 years, 371% up. You know what a good year in the traditional stock market is? Or it's about 15%. If you're investing in a traditional index fund, you've done very, very well. You really, really have. Now, obviously, cryptocurrency, it's a new asset class. Well, it is relatively new when you compare it to traditional stocks. So, of course, you're naturally going to get that level of volatility, okay? But if we go 371% and just simply divide that by 4, okay? 371% being the percentage increase from the all-time low 4 years ago, 4 obviously being 4 years, okay? We still got an average of 92% up per year. So the bottom line is, if you just bought and hold, you're getting an average of 92% increase. That's a 2x per year, okay? 92%. That's quite literally 75 to 80% more than a good year on the traditional stock market if you're to invest in like an index fund or something like that. That is the objective data for buying and hold, okay? For buying and holding. And, what you got to understand and remember is, these kinds of people, that are investing for the long term in the stock market, things like that, people that do well over the long term, they're not doing the short term. They're not forex traders, okay? They're not, because the bottom line is, if you're doing trading and things like that, my wife Karina, she did professional forex trading for a number of years, and she is very versed in the skills, and so I kind of know a bit about what I'm talking about, because I've had a lot of chats about it with her before, and she compared trading cryptocurrency to forex trading, and it's completely different. It really is, because obviously, fundamental news, you got fundamental news, you got technical news or technical analysis. Fundamental news in cryptocurrency, generally speaking, has much more of an impact. Elon Musk tweets Dogecoin pumps 100%, okay, versus potential impact on the foreign exchange market. I'm not saying foreign exchange doesn't get impacted by fundamental factors aside from technical analysis, but generally speaking, crypto can be more affected by that fundamental news. So I'm going to have a sip of my cheap Chinese Baileys, because that's all I can afford at the moment. But yeah, guys, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Let me know what you did. We're going to quickly have a look in the chat, see what's going on, and then we'll move on. We might revisit the CRO token at some point later on in the stream. But yeah, thanks everyone for being here. I can see we have 16 concurrent viewers, 18 now in the chat, which is fantastic for a New Year's Day. So I'm not alone again. I'm not getting pissed here alone, which is good. 10 likes, guys. Let's try to get the likes up to maybe 20 to 30 likes tonight. That would be absolutely fantastic. Thank you for the chat revenue. Really appreciate that. £2.47. Gabrielle, brother, you're hitting it hard every single week, mate. Really appreciate the diamond meme, and the crow and the fire emoji. That's very kind of you, mate. Gabriel, I think I've already got you as moderator, or do I have to do that every single stream? No, remove moderator. Yeah, so you're already a moderator on this chat, buddy. So yeah, big shout out to Gabriel 222. He's been literally supporting me every single week, so I really do appreciate you, mate. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for being here. Let's just have a scroll through, folks, and I'll just see if you guys got any questions. So yeah, I'm kind of sussing out the sort of the way I'm navigating this. But for the time being, as the stream is growing, I'm going to try and get back to all you guys in regards to questions and things like that. And as it gets more popular, we'll work some other bits and pieces out. So yeah, Mr. Turtle, what's up, bro? Happy New Year to you too, mate. Thanks for being here again. Again, I love your display picture, mate. I'm a huge fan of Rick and Morty. While I'm here, I'm pretty sure that Rick and Morty's probably popular with a fair few of you guys, but my wife Karina, pretty much that's all she bought me. Might as well quickly show you what she bought me for Christmas. Now I'm pretty diehard Rick and Morty. I'm aware that this artwork, apparently it's like from the official Rick and Morty brand, but the artwork, some of the artwork is slightly different to what I've seen in the show. Particularly Rick and Morty, which I don't know if you can see him there. It's just the art style's different. You know, I know that's pretty silly of me. You should probably thinking this guy's a spoiled prick. Just be grateful you even got shorts. There are people out there that got no presents for Christmas, and do you know what? You're 100% right. I'm an absolute prick, but there's nothing wrong with analyzing a situation like this. I'm very much appreciative of it. I was just simply making an objective analysis. So there's that. So they're like the easy dry shorts, and then the Rick and Morty bedtime shorts. They're in the spaceship there. I don't even know if you can see that. And then we got actually, this is my favourite one. This is like the casual Rick and Morty sort of, button shirt tee. Yeah, so she did well, and she got me some shoes as well. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, Merry Christmas, guys. I hope everyone had a good Christmas, and crypto and life just treated you okay. I think most of us can probably agree we don't really give a shit what happens in our lives. So long as our crypto is doing well and things recover, then it's all good, right? That's how I feel, at least. That's really my main agenda. So yeah, Mr. Turtle, thanks for being here, buddy. JG, yeah, bullish. Spoke to my wife about buying another 100k. She put the down, crying. Yeah, JG, I'd be interested to know what you mean. Did she put 100k USD into CRO? Let me know, buddy. Righteous Reject, is it worth getting a loaded line? It's a very good question, mate. We'll move on to that maybe next and have a look and see if there's any decent loaded lines, in my opinion, that are close to the floor at the moment. Ballies to the moon. Yeah, maybe we'll take a bit more of a look at Ballies today. I actually do like the artwork of Ballies. Basketball's obviously very popular, so we'll have a look, okay? Righteous Rejects, thoughts on VVS? Yeah, we'll discuss a bit of VVS as well. Sold out a while ago, bought more. Zarino, thanks for being in the chat, brother. Really appreciate you being here, my man. You're an absolute legend. Crow to the moon, or we riot. Pretty much, mate. Pretty much. That's pretty much how I feel as well. Zarino, I'm going to add you as a moderator as well, mate. Could be classed as a security. It's possible, Righteous Reject, it's definitely possible. Gabrielle, thanks again for the donation, mate. $1.99, that's insane. Sea Breaks, what's going on, brother? Like the loaded line you've got as the display picture, mate, the Santa loaded line, you're repping it, that's great. Loaded lines to 30k, you never know, it's possible, if Bored Ape Floor can get to over 100k on ETH chain, I think it's really going to come down to this metaverse, and we're going to look at, some of you may have already seen the other side. They've leaked a little bit more. It's not gameplay, I don't think, but it might be a bit of a view of how the metaverse could look, which I think is quite interesting to draw the parallels between what could potentially be to come of the first frontier metaverse. Okay, FTX fundamentals never made sense to me, JG. I never personally even had an FTX account. I'm not going to lay claim to the fact that I knew they were fraudulent. I just didn't. I was never into it. But even if I was, I never would have had all my funds on there. I just cannot. I honestly feel sorry for the people that got into cryptocurrency and had all their funds on FTX. I mean, you just shouldn't ever have all your funds on one cryptocurrency app. I don't know how many more times I can say it. It's just get a ledger. I'm not saying a ledger is necessarily 100% safe. I will never say I have assurances 100% on anything, but as far as we are aware today, that is the safest way. Okay, non-custodial cold storage. Can we transfer NFT to DeFi wallet? CryptoBull says. As far as I'm aware, you can. CryptoBull. I haven't personally done it, but I'm pretty certain that you can transfer your NFTs from the Crypto.com app straight to the DeFi wallet pretty easily. I haven't done it yet. Thanks, Gabriel, for that extra 99 cents with the love hearts and the diamonds, man. You're an absolute legend. Appreciate that. Very, very sweet. Nice merch, unique. Mr. Turtle M, appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I saw a nice green loaded line on the floor. Might pick my first one soon. Very good, guys. So we've been through the chat again. We'll revisit the chat maybe in a bit. But yeah, if you're in the chat and you like it, make sure you smash the likes, guys. We would really appreciate that. We're at 15 viewers here, 12 likes, so it would be fantastic if we can get that up. Average view duration is at 6 minutes, so that's pretty good. And let me know if there's anything else in particular that you guys want to kind of have a bit of a look at. I think I just had one question about VVS, which I talk about VVS. I've spoken about VVS pretty much every week. I'm not going to go into too much detail on VVS tonight, but Righteous Reject, you did mention it, so we will just have a very quick look at VVS. Okay, I'm aware that I have spoken about VVS every single week. When we talk about the actual volume for VVS, it's undeniable that you could say that it is the most secure. Well, it is the most, well, I don't want to say it's the most secure, but in terms of, hang on, let's bring it up here. If we go back to DeFi, got all my tabs open, guys. I'm organized, I'm ready to go. Okay, I'm not just winging this. I'm trying to bring you the quality. So we're going to go to Cronos on DeFi Llama. For those of you that don't know, DeFi Llama is just a place where you can find info. It's a third party where you can find info about dexes and things like that, volumes, etc. So we are on the Cronos chain currently, and as you can see here, the main thing that I'm focusing on here is the TVL, which is the total value locked. It's not much, but it is the top. 172.25 million US dollars are currently locked in VVS Finance, so it would be the number one DEX on Cronos, and I do believe it was one of the first, if not the first DEX on Cronos, and they're a professional outfit. They do a good job. So let's go over and have just a quick look. I've taken a lot of risk in my cryptocurrency investing. Some of it's gone right, some of it's gone wrong. But when it comes to VVS, guys, in terms of the farms that I have used in the past, I've used CRO-ETH, I've used CRO-Wrapped BTC. Okay, now these are really the two main farms, if I was to use VVS, okay, that I would be interested in. I want to be clear, I don't personally hold VVS token. I don't buy into any utility of it. I just think it's no good. And if you look at the VVS price at the moment, yeah, it's not in a good space. So that is a bit concerning for me. What happens if that just continues to suffer? Will that lead people to question VVS? Will that then lead people to pull money out of VVS? You could also argue that we're at the sort of around the peak of the bear market right now, so does that mean that VVS with its current volume can only go up from here? There is an argument for that, but it's hard to say, guys. I think when it comes to decentralized exchanges in general, you have to just be a little bit careful. Again, I wouldn't have all your funds necessarily staked on one decentralized exchange. Do be a little bit careful, guys. You never know what can happen. But for me personally, I don't really experiment with the actual decentralized exchange tokens so much. Okay, I never hold big bags of those. In this case, VVS. I'm not going to be holding a big bag of VVS. In this particular example here, as you can see, the APRs aren't great. Okay, for CRO-ETH, we're getting 3.37. If you do the NFT stake, you get 8.4. CRO WBTC, that's wrapped BTC on the Cronos chain, you're getting 5% flat. APR 13.02 if you've got the NFT stake. Now, quite honestly, that's pretty decent. I've definitely considered doing the NFT boost. As you can see here, the NFT stake boost. I know there's probably a few of you that are definitely doing this in the stream tonight. But essentially, you need to start your VVS Vault Boost first before boosting your NFT. So I think you need to get, I don't know if it's just the minor moles or if you can use other ones or not. Someone's probably clarified it in the stream before. As you can see here, VVS, XVVS and minor moles NFT boost. Yeah, so maybe it's just minor moles, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we can learn more and just have a quick look. Oh, okay, so this is the steps boost calculator. Yeah, I think it's just based on minor moles, which would make sense because the minor moles there. That's an NFT I'm looking at the moment, guys. I'm not rich right now. I'm poor as hell. Drinking the low quality Bailey's liqueur from Lidl, so I just don't have that excess cash to really throw around right now. CRO USDC is another good option, 7.92%. That ain't bad, okay? 17.54% with the NFT boost. That's quite attractive, for a couple of reasons. You're a believer in CRO, great. USDC is the stable coin that I probably trust. Again, you can't trust any stable coin necessarily, but Tether's a bit of an iffy one. I personally don't have big stacks in Tether. If I've got big stacks of stablecoin, or I'm putting stablecoin to the side, keeping it on the blockchain, I'm using USDC because they have publicly made available to see. They've made that into a very long way of saying that, but they have disclosed, as far as I'm aware, their one-to-one reserves. Again, that's going back maybe a few months. I saw that. I don't know if things have changed since then. Whereas Tether, it's a little bit of a weird one, trying to hide their reserves and these sort of rabbit hole affiliations with FTX, and I don't want to get into all of that. It's just too much of a headache. I just like to cover the surface stuff of that. Kind of what I need to know, and I can't be bothered going down the rabbit hole with that because it's just exhausting. Now, as you can see here, while we're on the topic, CRO VVS, you can get the boost. Check out this. Wow, 71.06%, 23.79 flat APR. That's freaking awesome. Why don't we just all jump in and buy some VVS and CRO? I got 10 grand to put down, 5 grand in CRO, 5 grand in VVS. Let's go. Big risk. I'm not personally taking that risk because VVS can quite easily dump. It can quite easily dump, and I know there's going to be a lot of other people like me that used the VVS Finance Crystal Farm, and as they were getting their VVS, I mean, how many of you guys were stacking that VVS? For me personally, I wasn't. I was cashing out. Into CRO. You know what I mean? It's, I don't know. Yes, it's a good rate on the APR, but I've been burned every time, and it's been a few times I've been burned on DEXs, staking DEX tokens. It's never worked out. I got burned on MMF, I got burned on Savannah, I got burned on, I don't know, some shocking ones I don't even want to talk about where I got burned. But I've never been burned when it comes to just your standard CRO, ETH, BTC, that kind of thing. So that's what I think about that. Okay. I'll quickly jump back to the live chat. We've got 16 concurrent viewers, 12 likes. Make sure you do hit the likes, guys. I would really appreciate that. Mr. Turtle, yep, we got back to you. Sorry, at work. All good, JG. Another 100k CRO. God damn. Yeah, man, look, if you've done your own research, JG, and you're feeling good about CRO, then you go for it, man. You go for it. If your wife's in a position to be able to jump on the CRO wagon, then good for her, man. Or is it you that purchased 100k CRO and she wasn't impressed? Zarino, 100k CRO today will make her a happy lady one day. Let's hope so, Zarino. Let's hope so. Do we have NFT on centralized app, or is it in a wallet? Oh, my personal NFT crypto ball. Do you know what, mate? I've got my loaded lines and my land and everything just on the centralized app. Yeah. Again, it's not worth that much. I don't have look, if I had like a mythical plot, I'd probably have that on the DeFi wallet, but I don't have a mythical. I don't even have a molten. I've just got Dunes and bloody Auroring Allura, one of, and the other one, the bloody, I can't even remember what it's called. We'll have a look at that in a sec. But yeah, look, guys, I've got like less than, I don't even know if I've got $1,000 worth of value on my crypto.com app right now. So if it's like, look, honestly, anything on like under 5 grand, for me, again, this is me personally, I'll never sit here and say to you that there is a way to do things and that's my way or anybody else's way. And this is what tends to happen. And I think this is very important for me as an influencer with the channel to make this clear. There is different right ways to do the same thing. Okay, you need to establish your strategy. I think a lot of people forget that before you put money into something, you need to think of your plan, whether it's 1 month down the line, 6 months, 1 year, 5 years. For example, me with CRO, any CRO I buy today, tomorrow, next week, next month, And this end plan can change. It can change, and it probably will change. But for me right now, as I said at the start of the stream, any CRO I accumulate, it doesn't matter if I buy $5,000 worth of CRO now and it drops to 1 cent. There's no way I'm selling, but a lot of people will sell. Do you understand? And then they'll say that cryptocurrency is shit and Crow shit, and then Crow will go to $1. Do you know what I'm saying? That happens all the time. It's happened historically with BTC, and this is where the majority of FUD for BTC comes from. I don't want to say majority, but a lot of it certainly does. Do you understand? I put $5,000 in CRO at 5 cents. It drops to 1 cent. Tough shit. I'm not phased. Because I've invested that 5K with the idea that I genuinely think it's not unrealistic to suggest that CRO will hit 99 cents or possibly even more at the peak of end of 2023, 2024, 2025 bull market. It's not unrealistic to suggest that. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say $3 Crow, $4, $5 Crow, this moon boy shit. I've probably done a bit of that before, and I don't want to do that. I think it's better to under-deliver, under-call, right now, especially for myself as an influencer. It's not, I don't know, it's just kind of dirty. I don't want to be giving people those BitBoy vibes. A lot of people don't like BitBoy. I want to be very conservative in what I'm saying. But yeah, given everything that's happened, as I said, I'm buying CRO under 10 cents, under 5 cents, putting money in. I ain't selling below 50 cents. I don't care what's happening. I don't care what's going on. Okay, I'm not even looking at it. All I'm doing, if I'm taking a look inside, I'm only buying. And then if it hits 50 cents, I'm going to sell a percentage. Maybe it's 25%. Then hopefully it bangs to $1. Maybe I can sell another 25, 50%. So 75% of my original holdings will be gone. Maybe I'll hold 25% past $1, and then maybe we'll get a correction back down. Do you know what I mean? So, that's one thing I've really, I guess, only really learned now in this bear market, being here from sort of late 2017. I know it's the same for a lot of you others out there as well. I just haven't taken enough bloody profits. It's disgusting. It's sickening. You think back and you think, God, you were on such a high, your US dollar value was so high, you had those liquid funds, which you could literally have pulled to your bank. Think of, and you kind of sit back and think, oh shit, I could have bought a car, I could have bought a Tesla, or I could have put down a deposit on a house, and now it's just worth nothing. And you just feel like absolute dog shit. It's horrible. It's horrible. It's not good to suppress your emotions, in my opinion. You got to acknowledge that shit. But then you just got to get back up on the horse and move, because there's only two directions you can go. You can go up or down. You can go up or down. And if you're here to stay, you might as well start fucking going up. If you're going down, just sell your assets and get out of the space and go and die. No, don't do that. But you know what I'm saying? And just because we are pioneers in the space. So this is a part of the game. It's not easy. It's painful. You're going to have losses. Okay? If it wasn't painful, why do you think not everyone does it? It's because they're scared. Cryptocurrency, it's scary. That's why not everyone does it. Okay, it is scary. But again, take those profits. An argument a really naive argument that I always would used to use myself is, I'm not selling BTC when it gets to 50, 60k, because I'm going to feel so much worse if it goes to 100k and I sell. If I sold at 50, so say like I bought under 10k, I don't want to sell at 50 because everyone's saying, BitBoy's saying it's going to go to 100, 200 or 300 and all these other influencers. So I'm going to feel terrible if it goes to that and I sold at 50. But in reality, when I really think about it, I wouldn't have been. Because I wouldn't have sold everything. I would have sold, and obviously you can draw the comparison directly to CRO. It would be like accumulating CRO, I don't know, under 20 cents and not selling at $1, right? It's the same thing. So, because at the end of the day, a profit's a profit. It might sound silly, but a profit is a profit. So take that shit and be happy. Just do it. I think, again, that's just a lesson for me. I personally need to take more profits, and I think a lot of people are probably the same as me. I've never heard anyone, who has said that they wouldn't have wished they had just taken more profits. 3rd major bear market I've been involved in, and You know, again, I've been watching CRO from literally under 3 cents all the way up to $1, literally over the course of freaking 4 years plus, and it's fucking mad. But you just got to make the best of where you're at, and yeah, but that's my strategy at the moment. Zarino, miner moles for main boosted farms. Yes, Zarino, brother, I know you have told me that a few times. I'm just brain fading it. My yeah, just like to get that extra confirmation. Argonauts for the 2 extra boosted farms. Interesting. I'll have to look into these Argonauts actually. So would it be fair to suggest, Sereno, that the Argonauts are kind of like a premium on top of the miner molars in a sense? We'll have to check those out. Are they on the crypto.com NFT marketplace, the Argonauts? I wouldn't mind just having a bit of a quick look at them maybe. Crypto.com market. I'm sure I've had a look at them before, brushed over them, but I didn't know that they had the application there on that utility on VVS there. So Jason and the Argonauts, I don't know if you guys are familiar with that old movie. It's one of my dad's favorite movies. Are these the Argonauts here? They actually look pretty cool. I like that. I like the art style. I don't mind that. $40 floor, not bad. Okay, 5,000 collectibles. Oh well, 8,888. One thing I'm not really grasping here, and I'm sure it's something really simple. I've spoken about this before in my streams. Someone can maybe help me out here. 5066 collectibles, 8,888. Why the discrepancy here? There must be a simple explanation, but I'm just not getting it. We got a $40 buy now price. That's a pretty good buy-in. Wait, but how come we only got 30 owners? What's going on here? Is this the actual collection? We got a fair amount of volume traded here with blue tick, 251.8k. What's the activity on this? How old is this? What's the first day of trading? August 25th. Why is there only 30 owners? That seems like a very small amount to me. We got activity though. Actually, no. I'm only interested in sale. 4 days, 1 week. Okay, so not huge activity. Not huge activity, but again, I might be looking at the wrong collection here. I don't know. But hey, look, all I can say is I've seen a lot worse collections when it comes to the art style. It's Adventure Time vibes, man. Finn and Jake, I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that big time. Adventure Time is one of my favorite cartoons, hands down. Easy top 3. Adventure Time, Ren and Stimpy, Rick and Morty. Could possibly be a top 3. Each Argonaut holder gets access to utility across the Argo protocol platform. Okay, so it doesn't say anything about VVS, but maybe I kind of got confused with what you guys were saying. Just jumping back in the chat. We'll look at some loaded lines in a second. We'll look at the Cubs, the land. Crypto Bull. So you don't think it's Crypto Bull says so you don't think it's worth getting lock-in vault for 4 years with 108x multiplier. Do the math. It'll take a lot for VVS to dump like MMF because with VVS it is locked up in a vault. Yeah, I have 500 million in 4-year vault. If it remains at this price, I'll get about 160k for 1,500 investment. VVS is underrated. It's the baby crow coin for DeFi. VVS kept building through bear market. Look, Crypto Ball, again, it's just my opinion, you know. Obviously, yeah, it could hold its value. I'm not comparing it to MMF necessarily. What you're saying about the vault lockup makes sense. Obviously, if it's locked up in a vault, it's harder for people to dump. But while we are on this topic, let's check it out. Let's see. Let's have a look where it's at. Okay. Yeah, Big Mac supply. Obviously, again, doesn't necessarily mean a token is good or bad. But this is what I don't like. it's constantly hitting new all-time lows. Look at this, 18 hours ago. It's hit an all-time low. Do you know what I mean? So it's continuing to hit those all-time lows, which I don't think is good, personally. And then the reason why, in my opinion, is because there just isn't enough utility for people, enough genuine utility. People are just dumping it, you know. And look, I definitely am not trying to be that guy who is pointing out a singular altcoin on a chart, and because pretty much all the altcoin charts have some resemblance to this right now. But I think it's reasonable to say VVS is kind of on another level down. Do you understand what I'm saying? It is, you know, I think it's kind of undeniable, and obviously, like, it might not be the best comparison for CRO necessarily, but, you know, CRO is still, you know, even with this all-time chart, for example. Again, this might be just a silly comparison, yeah, but do you know what I mean? When did VVS come out? All-time high November 15. Wait, how far back does this chart go? 2021. Yeah. It's been out for a year. I don't know, man. It's not for me. It's not for me personally. There's not to say it can't work for you, but yeah, I'm just at a stage where, you know, when I look back at my crypto investing, if I had to just held BTC and ETH, that would have been the best call for me, and maybe CRO and one or two others, you know, rather than messing around in a lot of these shit coins. I was fortunate to invest in a lot of Bitcoin early on, you know, which put me in a good position, but God, I wasted a lot of it. Do you know what I mean? I really did. You know, but yeah, I've been at the bottom of the barrel, the worst degen players you can possibly imagine. I've done them, but, you know, a lot of them haven't paid out, guys. I've lost tens of thousands, and, you know, you just got to learn from it and move on. Guys, 18 likes. Let's get this up to 20 likes and then 30 likes, yeah? Would really appreciate that. If you haven't hit the like button yet, do take a moment just to hit that like button if you do have a YouTube account. It makes a massive difference to me. We've got 23 people in the stream. That's absolutely fantastic. Appreciate you all for being here. Let's try and get back to a few more questions here. Yeah, bro, so Crypto Ball, hey, don't know. Let's see. Yeah, Zarino, 30 owners can't be right, but that's the right collection. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't understand what that's all about. I'm not too sure what that's about. Oh, guys, by the way, before I move on, we spoke about VVS, so I think we'll probably move on now. What did I have next in line? It's my Patreon, the loaded lines. Let's take a bit of a look at what's going on with the loaded lines, because, hey, you know, as we say all the time on this stream, and I reckon they're the OG. They're the OG. They're the CryptoPunk. They're the Bored Ape of Cronos, and if Cronos is going to keep growing, then loaded lines could be the one. Okay, but before we do get into that, I just want to make you guys aware of a new little competition. Now, you know, I'm pretty poor at the moment, so it's not the most amazing giveaway, but I am going to be doing a Dune First Frontier Crimson Dune giveaway. Okay, so I think I've got about 8 or 9 Crimson Dunes in my NFT wallet. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly read this competition out for you guys, and then I'll see if I can post it in the chat as well if you guys want to get involved. So, yo, what's good, Crow fam? I'm going to be giving away a First Frontier Dune land plot when I hit 15k subscribers. I'm on about 10,000. I'm almost at 10,700 subscribers at the moment. To enter, guys, it's really simple. You got to just retweet this tweet and tag one friend on Twitter. Follow my Twitter account, satoshiaoki7. Okay, it's right here. Subscribe to my YouTube, of course. Like this tweet and comment Crow Show, hashtag Crow Show. So I don't know. That's just something I've named the show. I don't know. Crow rhymes with show. Crow Show. It's a show talking about crow. So, you know, makes sense to me. So let me know what you reckon, guys. I'm going to, okay, hang on. How can I copy this? Well, actually, I'm going to pin it to my profile. and I think I can share it here. So I literally just made this tonight. But yeah, guys, this is my official Twitter account here. Mine's the one with 1,421 followers. At satoshiaoki7, I got the doodle background and everything like that. And yeah, so I'm gonna go to the chat, and I'm gonna drop that down there. Okay. So yeah, guys, you can see in the chat, I've just popped that there. I'm gonna pin the message as well. Go ahead and jump in there, guys. I'm gonna be doing a random draw on that. Okay. If you're joined as a member of this live stream, you'll get an extra entry. Okay, so you'll get an extra entry to potentially get that done. And look, guys, I'm going to be doing better giveaways than this. This is just a starting one. When it hits full bull market, I get a few more funds together and things like that. I'm going to be looking at potentially giving away a loaded line and a Cyber Cub as well. I do want to say I did take some inspiration from the Crypto Report YouTube channel as well. And just while we're on that topic, I do just want to shout them out quickly because they've been really great, guys. I'm talking about Black Sea and Crypto Kip from the Crypto Report. They're growing very quickly. They do general news about crypto.com and the general markets. What am I doing? Let's go back all the way down. There they are. So they're doing great, guys. They're growing 6.21 subscribers. Absolutely fantastic. So make sure you go give them a follow over there, subscribe. But we're trying to do something every month with these guys. Okay, with Black Sea and Crypto Kip. And the last video I did was this one, guys, crypto.com land project review. So if you haven't gone ahead and checked out that video, make sure you go ahead and check that one out too, guys. We talk about crypto.com land, loaded lines, and everything that happened with that. So they're doing some loaded lines giveaways as well for when they hit 25k subscribers. So make sure you go ahead and get involved in that competition as well. Okay. All right. So while we are here, guys, let's have a look at the loaded lines. So, that was a big sip. It's quite strong. Let's have a look. 1.6k floor. Okay, I'm not concerned about that. I think I've got one loaded line I bought in at around, it's the one that's in my thumbnail for this live stream. Mine was a little bit above the floor. I think it was around $2,200 I paid. Okay. We got a traded volume of 50.1 million. That's absolutely massive. 4431 unique ownership, pretty much the same as last week. It's a 10k collection, as we know. So every week I kind of like to sort of go over the collection, just kind of see if there's anything that I think might be a decent pickup, maybe off the floor. The floor is down. You know, I think we got up to around a $5,000-6,000 floor price thereabouts. Okay. And yeah, there might be a few goodies on the floor. This guy, for instance, he's not too bad. 6,162. Oh yeah, guys, and if you have any loaded lines or Cyber Cubs you want me to check out and review, drop them in the chat. So we did a bit of that last week. That was actually pretty fun, just kind of having a bit of fun, just reviewing the art style. Some of you folks had some really nice loaded lines going on, so that was pretty awesome. I'm a big fan of the green. I actually really like this ripped. I don't really like this sort of hat business here. I like the ripped t-shirt though. Okay, a lot of my clothes are ripped because of how poor I am at the moment. And yeah, unfortunately this has got a rarity ranking of 9,951. This looks like it could be a pickup. Don't love the shirt, don't mind the sunnies, the hat, I'm not the biggest fan. He's okay, it kind of works, but what's good about this, he's got a good low number, 137. I think that's, again, it doesn't sort of have any application to the rarity as such, but 3,938, so we're inside the top 4,000 of the rarest loaded lines, and you can pick them up for under 2k, 1,749. So this one right here seems to me like a fairly good deal if you're after one with a decent rarity. Again, you know, this, so for example, if I had the funds to pick up a secondary loaded line right now, this is quite possibly one that I would look at picking up based on the rarity. And I think there's probably going to be a few people that do actually appreciate the way this fella looks as well. Okay, he's also got 50 likes, 913 views, so people do like this fella. Okay, but you know, for some reason, whoever the owner is wants to get rid of that fella on the floor. You know, so that's that. Let's keep scrolling down. These guys are pretty groovy. This is I like this hat. I think it's similar to one of the characters in Mortal Kombat has that hat. Got a Bruce Lee. Haha, this guy's nice. This guy's mean. Top 6K, just. Aesthetically, I'm a fan. Like, this is clean AF. Clean AF. Really nice. This would be one that I'd be picking up more for the aesthetic, more than anything else. Nice crisp blue on the background. Kind of works with the clean black. The purple, I just think it works. And I mean, the black katana on the back, that's fantastic. He's got like the black gi, the black hair, perfect contrast with the white mask. Outrageous purple circular sunnies and just the katana on the back. What a fantastic pickup. I'm a big fan of this guy. You know, look guys, the thing is, if I had the what I should say is, when I have the funds to deploy a bit more, I'm going to be looking at getting a second loaded line for sure. Because there's going to come a time where I want to sell, and I don't want to sell my original. And there's actually a chance that, you know, that guy could potentially become my original if I were to pick him up, but he'll probably be gone tomorrow. He's pretty nice. Nice looking. He's cool too. Like this guy. White contrast, hair with the gi. Top 5K as well. So guys, there's some pretty good ones. I like this guy. Simple, clean. He looks like a bit of a bum, but I like this guy. Smoking a ciggy, ripped t-shirt. Nice. I have to admit, the loaded lines I thought were kind of shit when I saw them first, but they have grown on me quite a bit. This guy's pretty cool, Bruce Lee. I'm a fan. Top 4K. Big fan. Big fan. Very nice. I like that. Golden sunnies, earrings. Bruce Lee. Yeah. I'm a fan. I'm a fan. Defo. There's some pretty good ones close to the floor, you know. Pretty good ones close to the floor. I've seen quite a few that I do like. So yeah, drop your loaded lines in the chat, guys, if you want me to check them out. I like this guy. Great background. Great contrast with the black and the white with the skin and the fur. And just the gold and sunnies just stick out. Not a great rarity ranking, 9239. But hey, aesthetically, very nice. Very nice. I'm a fan. Definitely a big fan. Getting up to that kind of $2,000 price range now. But yeah, you know, there's some good ones. There's some pretty good ones on the floor. Let's have a bit of a look at the activity for the last 30 days. Look at that, 30-day volume, $1 million. Pfft, not bad. 30-day average price, 1.2K though. That's interesting. So people have been selling for under floor. We look at the sales. You know, last sale was 38 minutes ago at 1.6. This guy. This is obviously just for maybe tax avoidance or something. See, I'll see if any of you guys have dropped any lines in the chat. If there's any questions going on there. Any more questions? Nice. Justin. VVS price dumped because of Crow FUD. Crypto Bull says. It might be true, Crypto Bull. But, yeah, I don't know. Justin, thanks for being in the chat, my man. What did you think of Zilliqa? Interested in what you think of that opportunity. I don't know. Are you talking about like Zilliqa? Zilliqa's an altcoin, right? Excuse me for not knowing. I don't know everything, guys. So yeah, give me a bit more context, Justin, and I'll see if I can help you out there. Guys, don't forget to hit the likes. We've got 20 people in the chat. Appreciate you all being here. Happy New Year's. Happy 2023. What better place than to start the new year here with me? We're in my original office. The lighting's a little better. You know, we got the cheap Baileys in hand, having a few drinks. What better way to start the New Year's 2023? Jack Meek, thank you for being here, my brother. You're an OG. You're an OG of the 4 weeks we've had this stream running. Appreciate you, man. Paulo Farias, mate, that's despicable, mate. You should have been here on time. I'm not going to be able to forgive you, mate. What's that in your display picture? Is that a variation or a derivative of the Bored Ape? Yeah, Happy New Year to you too, man. Jack Meek, what's your expectations for CRO this year? It's a good question, Jack Meek. You know, I think I would like to think that probably what's most likely is we're going to see a lot of sideways action for the first 3 quarters of 2023. I would hope. Worst case scenario, which is very possible. I'm only joking, Paolo, man. Yeah, I'm just joking, brother. DACC, what's that? Is that the NFT? Yeah, so Jack Meek, expectations for CRO. Look, there's different scenarios that can play out, you know. Worst case scenario, we have a Black Swan event. Most likely it'll be tied to FTX, SBF. If that happens, right, we get a few more bankruptcies, then CRO can go below 3 cents, 2 cents. Okay, again, I think we're at, what are we at, 5 cents now? Yeah, closer to 6 cents. Okay. Yeah, obviously this has room to go to the downside for sure. We could definitely go below 3 cents. We hit a Black Swan event, we could easily go down below 3-4 cents, I reckon, for sure. If that happens, then, you know, I only think it might take a little bit longer for it to recover, potentially to that all-time high. But yeah, it's just, again, to me, that's just going to be another buying opportunity for sure for CRO. So, but I don't want that to happen though. I'm sick of this bearishness. Like, I'm ready to hit full ball. I'm tired of it, mainly because I don't have enough cash to personally invest myself. That's how selfish I am. But yeah, if you guys got cash and you're ready to invest in good projects, then good for you. Good for you. You know, I'm still working on my cash flow. So yeah, YouTube hasn't quite taken off for me yet. So I got to keep chipping away. But all you guys support really does make a big difference. So I appreciate that. Yeah, so that's the worst case. You know, we do get that Black Swan event. It affects the price. It's hard to say. Like, it could happen. It's really, honestly, I think a Black Swan event is 50-50 at the moment. If it doesn't happen, then I think the next best thing, well, the next thing after that is we just see some sideways ranging, maybe CRO between 5 and 10 cents for probably the first 3 quarters for 2023. Best case, maybe we see after the first 2 quarters, well, yeah, after the first half of 2023, maybe we can get back up to that sort of 12, 15, maybe even 20 cent range, which would be literally over 2x from here, which is definitely possible. It's definitely possible. Yeah, but we need some bullish fundamentals, guys. We definitely need something big, some big events to happen to kind of get the snowball started. But I tell you what, once that snowball gets going, it's pretty hard to stop. It's going to be hard to stop the rocket, and we'll get there. So, you know, I do. It's more than likely we're going to see a bit of sideways movement, and hopefully we get some upwards action, kind of above that 10 cents for CRO, kind of late 2023, and then hopefully we see some good action a bit closer to the Bitcoin halving in 2024. That's what I think, Jack Meek. Degen Ape Cronos Club. I see. Man, I usually hate derivatives, but I purchased them myself. How is that project? Degen Ape Cronos Club. Why don't we check that out while we're here? Because I'm interested. Word of advice, guys, don't purchase anything that I talk about on this stream. So I got Cronos Chimp. I got one Cronos Chimp. Degen Ape Cronos Club. So I'm guessing if I can't see it on here, is it because it's not on the NFT marketplace for crypto.com? Degen Ape Cronos Club. Let's have a look. Minting now. They actually look kind of funny. Kind of reminds me of The Simpsons. 7,777 DGen apes on the Cronos network earn, win, and connect with other DGens in the Crow fam. Why not? Why not get involved in a disgusting Bored Ape Yacht Club derivative? The fact that we could have gotten a Bored Ape for hundreds of dollars. How did we miss that? Let me know if you got a Bored Ape in the chat. Okay, so they're on Ibis USB. I know I'm not saying that right, but it's just a dumb name. What a dumb name, I'm sorry. So what's good? Sales. Crow floor. Whew, it's low. 99 crow. Mate. Surely that's only upwards from here, yeah? I mean, what's 99 crow? That's $5.60. Can't go wrong. To be fair, I've purchased Bored Ape derivatives on ETH chain, but didn't go well. But the buy-in was way higher than this. I mean, $5. This is just fun to do for a laugh. And actually, to be quite honest, the artwork's actually pretty good. Lightsaber, got the funny chopped off hand, ice cream, banana in hand, holding a stick. Hey, I'm not gonna lie, I don't mind this artwork. I really don't. Kind of funny. 506 sales. How long have these guys been around for? 126k crow volume. How long have they been around for though? Oh, they just come out. 75% royalties distributed to all holders. Tell you what, could just be funny to pick a few of these up for a giveaway. You just never know. I mean, for $5, Jesus, you spend more on a coffee. I don't mind investing in these like, let's just call them lower price projects if the buy-ins are like quite cheap. But yeah, again, can't really go wrong with such a low price. There's not huge early stage volume, which usually can be a bit of a concern for an NFT collection, just in my limited experience, but it's not to say that they couldn't potentially peak at some point. So yeah, that's quite interesting. Sandman, I'm tired of apes. Me too. I'm 100% tired of apes, mate. I know exactly what you mean. So tired of apes, but hey, for $5, could be worth a roll of the dice. Could be worth a roll of the dice. But yeah, I'm not telling you to buy one by any means. Okay, guys. Now I think we'll check. We've had a bit of a look at the loaded lions. Again, guys, if you want me to check out your loaded lions or your cyber cubs, feel free to drop them in the chat. That was a bit of fun last week. I'm still trying to navigate the best way to kind of construct these streams, but this is we're just kind of rolling organically with it at the moment. I got some news, stories, headlines, whatever. Now a lot of you have probably seen this already. This is the Yuga Labs YouTube. I'm not going to play the audio because I don't want to get done for copyright or something. We'll play it without audio, but essentially it is just a bit of a glimpse from the other side. By the way, this is okay. So this is from the official Yuga Labs. Okay. By the way, what have they said? This is all in-engine footage, which I assume it basically means that this is at least going to be, or can be, similar to what you can expect from the other side Metaverse. For those of you that don't know what the other side Metaverse is, maybe we should just take a quick look at that. For those of you that don't know, I'm pretty sure most of you probably know. Maybe some of you don't. You can grab it. You can grab it via the Crypto.com NFT platform, which is great. That cross-chain compatibility I think is fantastic. Definitely a good play. Other side. Let's take a quick look. I bought another side deed. I got one. I bought it for like 2 ETH. It's down from that in terms of the floor. It's not the most common. I think it's around mid-range in terms of rarities. But I bought it on ETH chain. So I've got a 1.4k floor. Again, it's happening here again. 6 owners. They need to sort that shit out. Okay. Now, one thing I do also want to draw your guys' attention to is, I don't think it's a coincidence that the Crypto.com First Frontier land, in terms of the art style and aesthetic, is strikingly similar in many ways to the art style of the other side. Okay. In terms of, you know, how they've got a background there, they've got kind of the background, it's got like the piece of land there, you've got like a, you know, you can see the layer underneath the Earth's crust, right? It's similar, guys. I don't know, it's just, you know, we don't need to go into it too much, but if you just look at that and you just compare it, right? You can't tell me it's not similar. Okay, which is not a bad play. I think they've done it in a good way where they haven't kind of made it too obvious. So, right, have a look at this. Yeah. I mean, I have to say these do look a little bit better, just generally, but doesn't mean the First Frontier is bad. It's just in terms of the art. Okay. But this is what it is, guys. Okay, this is what it is. We've got a floor price. The other side meta, it's the Bored Ape Yacht Club Metaverse land, basically. Okay. I mean, it's saying here 23,000, but I know there's more than that. I think, yeah, I can't use those statistics. We're going to go to OpenSea. We're looking at other side meta, guys, just to give you an idea, comparing it to, you know, to Cronos. So here it is, other deed for other side. It's what I like about this. It's always up there, which basically it shows that there is demand for it. 1.36 Ethereum floor. It's not too bad. But what I really want to draw your attention to is how many assets there are. Yeah, look at this, guys. 100,000 assets. Items, 99,999. Okay, call it 100,000. Crypto.com, that's 4 times the amount of First Frontier land. Okay, it's at a floor price of 1.3 Ethereum. Okay, now I know Bored Ape Yacht Club, yeah, it's like the main collection. They've got a metaverse. It only makes sense that the land is up at this price. But if we are believers that the First Frontier can be a successful project within the realm of Metaverse over the next 5 years, I made a video about this. Dune land could hit a floor price of 1 ETH, in my opinion, within a year. Not within a year, but let's say a year would be like the start, like the earliest time that we could get a 1 ETH floor for the Dune land. It's very possible. It's very, very possible. Think about it. If all of these people, the community of the other side, have set this floor at 1.3, they're probably going to be looking outside for other opportunities for Metaverse land. Maybe if they all get into Crypto.com First Frontier, which in my opinion is still very much undiscovered, plus we're in a bear market, okay, you got to remember if this starts to run, if we go back, where is it? If this floor price, $61, such a good buy-in my opinion, not financial advice, but I think it's a good buy-in. You know, if this starts to run, if this 2x is on the floor to 120, you know, again, it can create FOMO. It can run. It can very much easily run. Even just in the last week from the last stream, we've had another 300,000 US dollars in volume. I think we were at 3 million US dollars in volume last week. Again, I've just got a feeling, you know, I've got a feeling that this is arguably one of the best opportunities to buy in right now in terms of the risk to reward ratio. It's a very low buy-in for a very good potential upside. Okay, and compare, like, what else can you compare it to? I've been comparing it a lot to Sandbox, which is at a 1 ETH floor for like 130,000 plots. Yeah, as I said, 1.3 ETH. Okay, we don't need to go on. I haven't forgotten about the video trailer, by the way. We're going to check that out in a sec. I mean, how cool. The art style is gorgeous. Like, they got a lot of variations as well. Kind of seems like they've got more trait variations. Again, it doesn't matter. It's just different. Okay. It's popular. Metaverse land is popular. You can't deny this. But there's only going to be a few projects that can get it right. And then if we look at Sandbox, just quickly look at Sandbox. 136,000 items, guys. Remember, like I said, First Frontier's got 25,000, assuming they don't add. Look at this, 0.85, decent floor price. Okay, decent floor price, and that's bare. That should go up, hopefully, if they don't freaking add too many more items, which I don't necessarily like. Okay, so that's what's up. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's get this to full screen, and let's have a look. Now, yeah, we'll just watch it. No sound, guys, because I don't want to get done for copyright. Can't remember what these little guys are called. That's a Bored Ape. That's like a cyborg avatar or something. But this is essentially a metaverse plot. I mean, this could be a dune. I mean, tell me that this is not the Crimson Dune right here with the skeleton. In-engine footage, bottom right, you can see it right there. That's pretty nice. And I'm just praying that we can get something. So that's the whole other side metaverse, and that was just one plot. I like that, how they've done that. It's good marketing, well executed in my opinion. I pray that crypto.com has an equivalent, and that instead of a Bored Ape could potentially be a loaded line. Let me know what you guys think in the chat. I think it's a good trailer. I'm excited about it. Again, I don't have a Bored Ape. I've got other side land. I think it's solid. You know, I think it's could be a solid play. I really do. I really do. So let's have a quick look again. As I said, guys, floor price hasn't moved a lot. You know, sitting around at $61. The volume has admittedly dropped off, but to be quite honest, it's been, you know, it's performed very well compared to all and any other NFT drops that I've been involved in. I've been involved in heaps. Okay. This activity is doing very well. And when I'm talking about these drops that I've been involved in, they weren't now. They were in bull market. This is in bear market. Imagine they launched this in a bull market. We'd have more volume for sure. People are willing to throw their hard-earned cash at this right now. So again, but even still, the volume's there. 1 minute ago, we had a sale, $63, 24 minutes, 36 minutes, 39, 40, 54. Okay. You know, so it's doing well. $61 floor on the Crimson Dunes. Let's go by their name. The Auroras, no collectibles found. Why not? Okay, so I don't know what's going on there. I think that's like the floor on the mythicals is 3.6. Crypto Kip purchased a mythical, which is pretty cool. I'd love to have one. Hopefully at some point there's only 250. I reckon it's a buy. I really do. Okay, so it's fixed itself. $124 floor on the Alluring Aurora. Not too bad. Again, this is all very affordable, I think. Again, I talk about risk to reward. You know, this is, again, it is high risk, but the upside potential, I think, is huge. It's huge. Huge upside potential. Again, these are down. They were up at $1,000 when I looked at them originally. $875. You can pick up a Molten Cavern, only 1,000 of them, or $999. pretty good. Pretty good. And yeah, the blockchain's around 3.6 you can buy. How many are listed? 87 listed. Okay. And again, folks, you know, we don't know what the utility is going to be. We don't know. We haven't had any gameplay trailer. One thing that me and Crypto Kip spoke about in depth on our last chat is we said that, you know, obviously they had all the nonsense that went on with the drop, which I'm not going to get into because that's just, it's done now. But yeah, hopefully they just hire an established, reputable game developer. I'm hoping someone that's got experience with Web 2 gaming. You know, without going on about GALA games too much, you'll know that I talk a lot about GALA games on my channel, and the main reason is because they've got developers from games like Call of Duty, The Sims, Halo, okay? Huge names from huge games, undeniably. PvP games, creating games that are going on their platform. They need a big name like that. Maybe someone from, I don't know, The Sims or, I don't know, Blizzard or something. Not just some random developers creating this metaverse, no. And that's a big question mark, you know. Will that happen? It's possible to know, but I'm really hoping that that's something that Crypto.com are thinking about next. Getting, you know, investing in a solid developer/developer team for this metaverse, disclosing it to the public. We get a big name, someone from The Sims or something, bang. That's going to be a fundamental reason for this floor price to absolutely moon. It will moon if we get that good news. So if we get that announcement, and then maybe a few months later, we get a gameplay trailer almost as good or better than that Bored Ape one that we just showed you for the other side, mate, that's when I'll be feeling a lot more confident with this investment. But right now, it's high risk, it's speculation. They haven't showed shit. You gotta remember that. It's just an idea at its current duration. They didn't perform particularly well on the drop, but again, it was oversubscribed. They tried to make things right. For me, worse stuff has happened with Crypto.com. So I'm able to overlook that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the chat. We're really interested to get your take on that. We'll take a moment to take a bit of a look in the chat. Got 21 people in the stream, which is pretty good. Appreciate everyone being here. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. It is New Year's Day, at least where I am. So, yeah, what's good? Also, guys, I have actually just created, I don't know how I can actually show you this. I don't know if I can show you this or not, but create a little membership system thing, but I don't know if I can show you from here or not. Just before we crack on, I'm going to have a look in the chat in just a second. If I just click on my own stream here, can I don't know how I can actually show you. No, I don't want to do that. And yeah, thanks for hitting the likes, guys. If you haven't hit the like button yet, then make sure you do go ahead and smash it. Would really appreciate that. Do you know what? I'll run the video for you guys another time. But basically, guys, yeah, if you hit the little join button there, you can see I've got 3 levels of membership. I've created some emojis, created some badges. Yeah, 3 levels of membership, guys. If you do want to offer me a bit of extra support, we'll go through them in another stream. But all the options are there. If you hit the join button, you can have a look and let me know if you've got any questions. But let's go to the chat. Yeah, Paolo, thanks for getting active in the chat, my man. Appreciate that. HMK Clothing Wholesale Warehouse. What's going on, dude? Thanks for being in the chat. You said Crow next year. Wait, Crow net X $4 after 1 year's $40. $40. You think Crow's going to be $40 after 1 year? I don't think so, man. You never know, but I don't think so. Yes, NFTs. Yeah, thanks for showing me them. Paolo, Sandman, what's going on, buddy? Happy New Year. Thanks for being in the chat. Big shout out to Sandman. Always bringing the goods. Appreciate you, my man. HMK Clothing, wholesale again. Crow next 3 years. Burn just left 2.3 billion. Yeah, look, it's always good. It's always good, brother. Anyone into Board Candy City on Cronos chain? We're going to take a bit of a look at Board Candy City, Sandman, because I've actually got that up. I know Crypto Kit bought maybe 1 or 2 of those NFTs. I haven't personally purchased any, but as far as I'm aware, it's kind of like, yeah, we might even have a look at that next. Paolo, don't know, must very new in NFTs, buy cheap ones, minted, yep. Crow Nation, Aman Clark, thank you for being here, appreciate that. Yeah, totally tired of apes. What's going on, For Justice? Love the Cyber Cub, buddy. Hey, Satoshi, did you ever take a deeper look at Minted Network? I did actually have a look, Sandman. Again, I like the way it looks. I didn't stake anything on there, but you know, I'm kind of a fan of the concept and the idea. I think it's, you know, I think it's a really cool idea. Again, like I said, I'm yet to stake on there, but we'll see how we go. We'll see how we go. What's going on, Gabriel? I remember when JRNY was talking about Bored Ape Yacht Club when they were about 1 ETH on multiple videos. Yeah, I would have loved to have been subscribed and bought one then. That would have been awesome. That would have been absolutely fantastic. Really would have. Can Board City, yeah. We're going to check out that in a sec, buddy. Do you like any other drops coming on Crypto.com? I hope Crypto.com isn't copying other side. Yeah, look, Sandman, I think, you know, I don't think they're going to copy, but I think it's okay if they try and do something kind of semi-similar. I think it could be okay. Do you know what I mean? I think it could be okay. Not necessarily the worst thing if they do something similar, right? Do I like any other drops coming on Crypto.com? Not particularly. Nothing that I've really seen has caught my attention, but we'll have a bit of a look at that as well. Cronos Zoids Wild NFT Arena. Yeah, tell me a bit more about the Cronos Zoids, For Justice. Palo Farias, I'm thinking to buy 1 candy and stake. Yeah, Palo, the buy-in's not too expensive, so it could be a bit of a good experiment. So, you know, we could have a bit of a look. I think the board candies, where were they? I definitely had, oh, here they are. Yeah, so this is Board Candy City. You know, there's been quite a bit of hype around these guys, around this particular project. Excuse me. Let's just go here. So yeah, get ready to enter the Candyverse, Candy City. Okay. So kind of a interesting website, pretty simple, pretty plain. Games to have fun and earn. Board Candy City gives you access to mobile games directly in your iOS and Android devices where you can have fun and earn money at the same time. So nothing wrong with that if they've, you know, kind of trying to do a similar thing to Candy Crush. Obviously very addictive, turn that into a play to earn, a bit of a betting mechanism. It can work. It can work. Our first game is already listed. You can already download our first mobile game directly on your phone. Download for iOS, download for Android. So you can go ahead and download it. 4 playing modes. There are multiple ways to play and earn. Okay, so you got your adventure mode. That's if you just want to play for fun. You can do that and it will cost nothing. You can clear the levels. Okay, so I think that's cool that they've got a free adventure mode. All right, I definitely think that's a big plus, because what it means is people can obviously come in, have the experience for free. If they're enjoying it, getting addicted, and then they see there's a play to earn version, they can potentially jump in with some NFTs or whatever's required, stake, play again. Yeah, and get involved in that sense. There's a betting mode. Okay, so if you wish to use your skills in puzzle solving to earn money, you can bet against the user interface and earn whenever you finish a level. So that's interesting. That's definitely interesting. That's probably something that I'll be looking at potentially, that betting mode there. And the multiplayer, you can test your skills against other players online. You both bet the same amount, winner takes all. That's where it could get pretty interesting, that PvP, I like that. And then they've got leaderboard. At the end of every day, your scores of the day are totaled, and the top 10 scores share the daily prize pot. Also really good incentive to keep players addicted and playing. So I'm a fan of how it sounds so far, guys. I am. I really am. More games. We're looking to launch more mobile games where you can play and earn in the coming months. Get ready to enter the Candyverse. Download for iOS. So what happens if I click this? It's going to take me to the Apple Store. Okay, have they got some gameplay? If they should have a video gameplay, right? Okay, so that's the Candy Crush there. Blah, blah, blah. I might have a go at this, you know. I'm going to have a go at this and review this. Maybe they've got some... Maybe someone's playing on YouTube already. I'm sure they have, right? Let's see if we can find some gameplay on YouTube, just to have a bit of a look. Board Candy NFT gameplay. Oh, not Board Panda. Board Candy. Here we go. Okay, so this includes a paid promotion. Who's this guy? Everything Crypto. Okay, cool. Do we have gameplay? Or is this just talking about Board Candy and that's it? I think he's just literally talking about Board Candy. I want gameplay. Candy tokenomics. Okay, so this sounds like... Yeah, I think this is a paid video. I just want to see some gameplay. Okay, so these are all videos from Board Candy. Okay, so there's a few people talking about it. It still seems pretty early. Hold on, where? Trying to find. Okay. Let's type into Google again. Can't remember what marketplace they were on. Had it open before. Minted. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, not too many owners. 285 10k items, 939 crow floor. So pretty cheap floor. $53 to jump in. Okay, so you pay $53, you can jump in. Again, the artwork's artwork, you know, it doesn't really matter too much. But yeah, I'm assuming you get one of these and it gives you some earning potential, I guess. You know, again, it's a cheap buy-in. I haven't bought one yet. I'll consider it. The only thing that might drive me to buy one is the fact that I know how badly people get addicted to playing Candy Crush. So if they can do, like, if they can get a marketing push where they can push to mainstream somehow, it already seems like they've done pretty well by getting on the iOS and Android app stores. So that's a pretty good step in the right direction. then you never know. You never know. That could be something. Could be something. The art's pretty funny. I mean, you know, whatever. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think generally about board candies? I've never really used this marketplace, so what filters do we have? Just want sales. I'd really like to know what the highest sales have been. That's always something that has me quite curious. People are buying though. People are putting money down. And $50, you know, it's not nothing, but it's not a huge amount. You know. Yeah, it's a fairly good price to start. You know, it's not a bad starting price, that's for sure. Okay, so they're going to be a part of the decks for landing 2 minted. Yeah, cool. Zoids Wild NFT Arena to be launched on the Cronos blockchain. Good price for start. Yeah, token is doing pretty well. We will see. CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap showed no. Okay, total value locked. I bought Candy and staked it. Degen move. Yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. It's not too bad, man. At least it's not a ridiculously huge investment. So it's not too bad. It's kind of acceptable, right? Zoids Wild NFT Arena. Is that the pool game? Is that what I think it is? No, this is something else. I mean, wait, is this it? Zoids Wild Arena is an card game. First of all, the English is wrong. Featuring dynamic Zoids seen in animes on various outlets. Get ready for a non-stop battle of wits and instincty. Is that even a word? Is that even an English word? Instincty? I don't even think that's a word. It's not coming up. Don't know, I don't like what I'm seeing here so far. Wits and instincty for a non-stop battle of wits and instinct. This is terrible. I mean, I'm not sure if this is the project, guys, but that phrase right there is freaking horrendous. That is so bad. Like, I'm sorry, it's just awful. Let's have a look at some footage. I mean, I'm assuming this is it, but correct me if it's not it. Guys, you got to get your English right, yeah? I mean, if you're managing a project, you got to get it right. If you're trying to get investors, you got to get it right. I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, it's a card game. I don't know. I'm not convinced. It just looks kind of shit as well, if I'm being quite honest. Okay, you get cards. Look, I don't know. I mean, it could be a play, but I don't know. It looks a little shit to me. I mean, even that's if this is even it. I mean, maybe this is not. Maybe I'm looking at the complete wrong project. Yo, Mantis, what's going on, man? I'm going to add you as a moderator, mate, for being an OG. Appreciate that. Zoids premiered on Cartoon Network. Toonami programming block on Monday, November 5th, 2001. Yeah, I don't know, For Justice. It just looks a bit shit, man. It looks shit. I can't pretend it doesn't. That's possibly the worst phrase of English I've seen on any project. I mean, they literally use words that, again, correct me if I'm wrong, but Zoids Wild Arena is an card game. That's the first mistake. Featuring dynamic Zoids seen in animes on various outlets. Get ready for a non-stop battle of wits and instincty. What's instincty? What the hell is instincty? You can't just make up words. That's not cool. For a non-stop battle of wits and instinct. It's just horrible. I can't get around it. Yeah. They got to fix that right up before I get involved in any capacity. Oh, nah, man. I can't. Yeah, the English is bad. Hey, look, I don't know, man. The English is just bad. You can't deny it. It's not great. Typos are a sign of bad projects. Yeah, they are, Mantis. They certainly are. Let's move on. Maybe have a quick look at the Cybercub floor. So we're at $236, 1.8 million volume. Let's see if there's anything nice on the floor. Looking for a decent rarity, maybe a good art style. I've got one Cybercub. It looks awful. Hoping to pick up a second loaded line. Guys, top 5k rarity. Doesn't look great though. He's kind of cool. Top 5k rarity. Ooh, look at that. That's a pickup. Rarity 2061, $299. Not bad. That's probably the one you'd go for, I would say. $299, yeah. I mean, I don't love it. I don't love it aesthetically, but it stands out quite a bit, right? Doesn't look too bad. What's that on the back? The backpack. Bamboo umbrella. Okay. Sunrise background, sleepy eyes, yellow baseball head, punk jacket, neon mask, no glasses, $299. This is what I'm looking at here though, guys. Rarity 261. Solid. That's probably one I would look at. 2 likes. Probably one I would look at if I was in the market for a second Cybercub. But yeah, I'm not in the market for a second Cybercub right now. I'll probably be looking more at a loaded line. Or a blockchain land, a more high tier play right now. Again, we spoke about the First Frontier land. We spoke about other side. What's this? Don't know what that is. Gangverse, this is one that's got quite a bit of volume going through it. Floor price around $33, 830 owners. Again, the art style's okay. It's one that's been floating around for a bit. It's the kind of collection that could possibly pop off at some point. If we're talking like Azuki's, that kind of thing on OpenSea. But there are so many like derivative collections of Azuki's is one of those ones where it's kind of like Bored Apes, right? You got so many derivatives, and this is like the front-facing anime style, which is undeniably very popular in Asian culture and all cultures really. You've got anime fans and things, and I personally like it. It doesn't look like they have any women though, which I think is a bit of a shame. Be cool if they had some women in here too, but you know, they're doing something. I don't know. I'm not in the market to pick one up, but you never know, guys. You know, you only need to make one correct NFT play, and it can make a huge difference. You know, it really, really can. It really, really can. So yeah, this is a little bit of a interesting one here. So crypto.com, this was from December 30th. VVS Finance is now integrated with the crypto.com DeFi wallet. Access liquid staking for your CRO in just seconds. Earn over 10% per annum in token rewards. Receive LCRO, which is like the wrapped CRO on VVS Finance, I believe, and use it in Ferro protocol. Okay, so Ferro protocol, I think it's been out for a bit. Start earning now. So I've gone ahead and already connected my wallet. I'm not using this protocol, guys, but I just kind of wanted to have a look and see what was going on. Okay, but essentially, if you do get some LCRO, you can then basically you stake CRO on here for LCRO. You can use that LCRO then on Ferro. Okay, you can use it on Minted, NFTs, and Tectonic as well. And if you're going to add liquidity and use it on Ferro, you can get 20.85% APR, which is actually very good. There is a but though. Okay, I want to warn you guys about. Okay, so just to make you guys aware, I'm going to read off here. LCRO is a liquid tokenized representation of the staker's staked CRO. It enables stakers to gain liquidity over their staked CRO and enables the locked value of the staked CRO to be utilized across Cronos decentralized finance applications. So, you know, it's a cool concept and idea. It can work in theory, and obviously it is working because people are using it. Fairly new. But what you got to understand is that there can be some risk to this. Okay, let's have a look at the staking APY. So if we were to stake for, oh, okay, no, that's just the amount I've got. That's my CRO balance on my my Cronos MetaMask that I'm using at the moment. So you're getting a flat APY just for staking here for 10.45%, which isn't bad either. So yeah, staking protocol that where you can use your LCRO on Ferro and I believe on Minted and Tectonic. I've only just literally seen this over the last couple of days. Now, one thing though that I do want to say, there is some risk to this, and I want to draw attention to this particular article and just read just from a small section here. So, we're talking about Bitcoin, wrapped Bitcoin, but it's a similar idea. Okay, so this is a point, just this paragraph here, guys. Okay. One of the significant flaws in wrapped BTC tokens is the need to trust the custodian. In this case, again, I could be wrong about this, but I think it's a fair comparison or parallel to draw upon. The custodian in this case that you would be trusting, that's holding the underlying asset, would be Vino. I already forgot the name. If the custodian unlocks and releases the real Bitcoin, so in this case it would be the real CRO, to someone else, token holders of the ERC20 compatible wrapped BTC would be left with a worthless asset. So, you know, how much do you trust that Vino are going to be sensible with your CRO that you've staked on there? I don't know if they can necessarily access it once it's locked up, but in theory, that is something that has happened to wrapped tokens before. I can't remember exactly which ones it happened to, but there's been, I think, some wrapped ETH, and maybe there's definitely been some other wrapped tokens I've seen on decentralized exchanges where people have, wrapped their tokens up, and they've lost value because of a very similar thing that has happened. There's been exploits and things like that. Again, not saying that this could happen with VVS Finance necessarily, but it's something that you definitely need to be aware of. It's not a simple case of, oh yeah, no worries, I've got my CRO, I'll stake it all for LCRO, get 20.85%. Yeah, I don't know, you got to be a bit careful. You know, for me, this is the kind of thing where it's like, I don't know, if I say, for example, for hypothetical scenario, had $10,000 worth of CRO, I might say, do you know what, $1,000 worth of CRO, why don't I just throw 1,000? I'll risk 1,000, I'll experiment with it, I'll drop 1,000 CRO, I'll stake it, I'll get LCRO, and you betcha I'll dump it straight on Ferro to get that 20.85%. Okay, so I'd be staking, in this case, 10% of my 10% of my CRO holdings, which is $1,000 out of $10,000 worth of CRO, and then I might stake $5,000 on the Defi wallet. Then I might stake $2,500 on Crypto.com Earn in the app, and that's what I've always done with my CRO, and that's what I think that for me is a fairly good approach and strategy. I don't like the idea of having all my CRO or all my assets in one place. Mix things up a little bit. That way if something fails, you don't lose all of your assets, but you still have some exposure to some of these higher yields. Okay, so that's something you need to think about before just jumping in and using this. Again, I'm not in a position to experiment with this right now. If we hit full bear market, absolutely, I could probably throw $1,000 at this to start, just to simply test the protocols. It looks good. It looks like a pretty good user interface, and I think another consideration is, it's a tweet from Crypto.com. They're obviously, Crypto.com are not going to tweet about a project that they think is going to pull the rug or do some dodgy business. Doesn't mean it can't happen, but if Vino Finance do something bad, there's an exploit, it's gonna rub off badly on Crypto.com. As you can see, this tweet again from December 30th, it's already had 60.2k views, okay, 370 likes. So you kind of understand what I'm getting at there, yeah. Just be a bit careful. So that was an interesting one to see. That was some new stuff that came about. I'll move along, see what other sort of stories we had to talk about. It's 12:22. We've almost been going for 2 hours, guys, so we're probably going to wrap up the stream relatively soon, I would say. We got 2022 year in review, so we'll pop that up the top there to check out. I don't know if there's any other sort of major stories there. We'll dive back into the chat, guys, and then because it's New Year's Day, we'll have a bit of a look at the 2023 year ahead and a bit of a review and see if there's any interesting pieces. There's a lot of analytical data, which I think is actually really good in here. It's really good to see that Crypto.com have done this. This particular article is actually from December 20th. Nice one, guys. People are going a bit mad in the chat. Appreciate that. Also really appreciate the likes, guys. Got a good consistent flow of viewers in the stream. 16 viewers. That's fantastic. Mantis, I'm at the beach. Can't see my screen very well. It's very bright. Nice one, man. Good to hear you at the beach, man. Australia's coming into some good weather right now, man. So good for you. Caldino, Gangverse do have women and they are rare. Ah, do they? I see. Okay. Well, I like that, Caldino. Thank you for letting me know, my friend. That's actually that's a pretty good thing to hear. Yeah, nice. I like that. That's pretty good. Maybe, let's have a look. Kind of want to, all right. Attributes. How do I change the attributes to find the females though? Is that a female? How come like we don't have male or female attributes? Mouth, skin, hand. Alright, can we go for sort by, what about sort by rarest price? Why can't I sort it from most rare? It's so dumb. I see. 50 million, yeah? Guys, can someone lend me 50 million? And of course the females got big jugs. That's obviously a smart move. I mean, it's anime, so that's just how it goes. Properties. Okay. Yeah, thanks for letting me know about that. Filter for lightning and heart tattoos to see females. Lightning and heart tattoos, eh? Alright, let's check it out. Let's check it out. They're kind of keeping it a secret, yeah. And lightning. Alright, what's the floor price on a female then, huh? Price, low to high. 65 bucks. Okay, so we can pick up, guys, if anybody doesn't have a girlfriend out there, $65, you can get one right here. I say it as a joke, but I'm actually tempted. I don't know why, but I want to buy one. Not for $89 though. Schoolgirl vibe might be a bit weird. This chick looks pretty beast. Maybe her. This chick's pretty cool as well. What do we think? Chick with a baseball bat. Money dispenser. Nice. We'll have a think on it. We'll have a think on it. Thanks for letting me know though, appreciate that. Folks, if you're just joined the stream, what's good, what's good? It's the weekly Crypto.com Cronos. It's the Crow Show. We've just named the show the Crow Show. Folks, let me know in the chat if you'd like the name of this stream, the Crow Show. Okay, it's episode 4. We're going to run it every single Sunday at 5:30 Eastern Time. It's the 4th time we're running it. It's a New Year's Day. Well, it's actually not New Year's Day anymore. It's the 2nd of January where I am here in the UK. 12:27 AM. But yeah, thanks Caldino, I appreciate that. Folks, make sure if you haven't smashed the like button, I'm sure most of you have, but I appreciate the likes coming in. Make sure you hit that like button, really do appreciate that. I've also got my member program, which I've literally just started. I got emojis and things like that, and member benefits, guys. Going to be adding a lot of value. So yeah, make sure you check that out. Hit the join button and see. You can buy me a coffee or get involved in a bit of a deeper capacity with the stream, guys. And also as well, I did mention this already, I think closer to the start of the stream, but I do have a giveaway, guys. I'm just going to mention it again. Don't worry, I'm only mentioning it twice in this stream, but I do have a giveaway here. So essentially, guys, I'm going to be giving away 1 Dune land plot. Okay, all you have to do is retweet this and tag one friend. Follow my Twitter at satoshiaoki7. Subscribe to my YouTube. Like the tweet and comment. Crow Show. Hashtag Crow Show. Okay, this is the Dune here. Currently valued at... It's not valued at too much, okay? It's around $60. I'm broke at the moment, so that's all I can afford to do for a giveaway at the moment. But hey, when the markets turn bullish, I'm going to be giving away greater valued assets. I'm going to be doing CRO giveaways, potentially even loaded lines, Cyber Cub giveaways. So make sure you stay in touch with the channel, guys. Turn notifications on, all that good stuff. Okay, so yeah, I will. I'll drop that one. Copy link to tweet. Yeah, appreciate all the love and respect, guys. I've got some really good feedback from these live streams. I'm going to drop the pinned tweet anyway, but I'll just drop that in the chat for anyone who hasn't jumped on that just yet. Would appreciate that. So, what else is going on? It is dangerous for lending, Sandman says. Sandman, I can stake in DeFi for just as much. Vino too new to trust for me. Yeah, Sandman, and there's nothing wrong with that. I personally don't know what the current DeFi yield is, but yeah, obviously if it's the same, it's definitely going to be more trustworthy, I would say. So yeah, I use Tectonic and VVS, nice, and have some ETH on Lido. Manta says, I don't mess with these wrapped staking tokens. Been there, done that. It's always a race for who gets in and dumps bags first. The rest are left holding sinking bags that can never recover. Yeah, man, 100%. That's some wise words right there. For sure, guys. You know, that's some wise words. Great. Mantis has been in the game for a while, and you know what he's saying there is just objective facts. It really is. I hope nobody's been on the receiving end of that necessarily, but it's a very possible situation. So you've got to be careful with these wrap tokens. If you're going to experiment with it, fine, but be aware that, yeah, you can get screwed. And don't put too much in. Vino has not had an audit or any TVL. Yeah. I think I don't know if they had an audit. I think I saw that they had. Did I see that they had an audit, or was I imagining that? I thought I saw something about an audit somewhere, but maybe not. Maybe I was looking at something else. Risk disclosure, security and audits. They've got a slow missed audit report, but Vino smart contracts have been audited by Slow Mist in November 2022. So apparently they got some kind of audit. Smart contract security audit report. So I don't know if this is good enough or not, but I'm no expert when it comes to this business, but I know Slow Mist have done some audits before with some other reputable companies, I think. But yeah, the info's there, guys, if you want to check it out. I'm not personally using it right now. Yeah, nice one, Mantis again. Yeah, Sandman, yeah, Mantis is a man. He knows. Plinio 345, Mimas undervalued in my opinion. What's Mimas? Is that an NFT collection? Plinio 345, do enlighten me. VVS long-term state, Candy minted and Crow. Nice one, Sandman. Caldino, filter for lighting heart. Yep, we checked out the females. That's good. I almost did the drop for Gangverse. I just couldn't pull the trigger. Well, man, I think you had a bit of time, Sandman, because I think didn't the mint. I think the mint lasted a few days, if I'm not wrong. Money dispenser. Yeah, 100%. Zarino, you know the motto, just buy, don't think. That's not financial advice, guys, but I can't lie, I do like the slogan. But I don't recommend it. What does buying these do? What are you referring there? TikTok, killed by bot. Are you referring to the crypto.com land? At the moment, it doesn't do anything. It's just a JPEG on a promise that they're going to bring a metaverse that has some value. If you're talking about the metaverse land. Zarino, one that is full degen, bro. Yeah, good stuff, guys. Good stuff. All right, guys. So let's have a bit of a quick gander here. 2022 year review and 2023 year ahead. We're not going to read into too much detail because it is late. I've had a few glasses of Bailey's, Chinese Bailey's, and yeah. But this is definitely good that they've got this, guys. Okay, some good statistics here. What's this first one? World GDP and inflation growth. Important stuff to be aware of, especially if you're trading the wider markets for sure. Yep, some data on the BTC halving. You know, so we get a halving, then a spike. We get a halving and then a spike. And we're over here. That's typically what happens, so that's good. Estimated energy consumption Ethereum versus other industries. Oh, that's interesting. This is actually pretty cool. I like this. This is actually, it's a little bit off topic, but it's cool that crypto.com do make an effort to cover the macro crypto ecosystem. And the reason why is because, you know, it's important to look outside because, you know, what happens to Ethereum, what happens to Bitcoin, the wider markets does affect everything that happens in the Cronos ecosystem. So it's still important that we do, from time to time, you know, cover a bit of what's going on outside of just Cronos, you know what I mean? So what are they saying here about ETH merge? One of the most anticipated crypto events of the year. Yeah, that's true. One of the positive effects of the merge is that Ethereum's energy consumption dropped by 99.95%. That was the move from proof of work to proof of stake. Guys, proof of work with the hardware, proof of stake, just literally staking the Ethereum. So, yeah, that's a big plus. So this is an interesting statistic. The proof of stake Ethereum's, the POS Ethereum blockchain's energy consumption is estimated to be roughly 1% of PayPal. That's insane. And you know what's interesting about this is that one of the biggest arguments against cryptocurrency is people always talk about, oh, it's bad for the environment, blah blah blah. Everything's bad for the bloody environment, cause and effect. All right, but you got to weigh up the pros. Sustainable energy solutions, etc. It's all possible. But that's a very interesting statistic. Look at this. Estimated energy consumption, ETH versus other industries. YouTube's right up there. It's not necessarily good for me if they have a bit of a crackdown. I need energy, guys. Sorry. PayPal, ETH, POS. Look at that. Netflix, BTC proof of work's up there. But still, gold mining. Yeah, global data centers. Yeah, this is terawatts per year. Netflix. That was ETH proof of work, which is no longer existent. Gaming in the US. That's actually quite interesting. I thought gaming would have been. I don't know. I thought gaming would have been higher. Oh, it's in the US though. Yeah, gaming worldwide would be pretty high. It'd be interesting to see what that would be, but I'm a gamer. I like gaming, so that's a really great chart. I really like that. I really like that chart. It really puts things in perspective. If anyone talks to you about how ETH is bad for the environment, just show them this chart. Again, I don't know how reliable the source is. The sources apparently they came from ethereum.org and crypto.com research as of September 2022. Following the bankruptcy of FTX in late 22, we saw decentralized exchanges take up a higher share of the total crypto spot trading volume. Okay, as of November 2022, DEXs took up 14% of spot trading compared to 9% in October. In addition, with the growing adoption of non-custodial wallets like crypto.com DeFi wallet, users are showing an inclination towards having full control of their funds. So that's interesting, and a lot of people are saying this. DeFi is going to pick up again in 2023, especially when you got things like FTX scandal, non-custodial situations going on. My fear is that a lot of people are going to get sucked into high APR rates, high APY rates on shit coins, shit DEX coins, like what's already been happening quite a bit. So again, that's what I spoke to you about at the start of this stream. Just be careful investing in coins like, again, just using VVS as an example. Again, not fudding VVS, but VVS or Pancake Swap, Cake. Cake's probably not a great example because it's a bit more reputable, but if you see a really, really high interest rate, just be very careful because someone's just waiting to dump that bag. I've been on the receiving end in a negative way, and I've also been on the positive end of that as well. So just be very careful. It's probably smarter just to focus on unwrapped versions of BTC with CRO or ETH or USDC. Unwrapped. DeFi wallet's good, But that's interesting, and it makes sense, right? What's this? Spot trading. Okay, so that's the chart. Blah, blah, blah. Scalability metrics. What's all this? Okay, so we've got features of the different blockchains. Okay. 5 to 6 seconds on Cronos versus under 2 seconds on Avalanche. Aptos under 1 second. I think we can deal with 5 to 6 seconds to finality, right? I don't even know what SUI is. OpenSea and looks rare daily volume. Yeah, obviously the NFT markets have just taken an absolute dumping. But yeah, it'll pick up again. It'll pick up. Daily Gamers by Blockchain. This is pretty cool. So despite the market decline, there are still close to 1 million daily blockchain gamers. Pretty good, guys. That's why I talk about not why I talk about blockchain gaming on my channel. I talk about blockchain gaming on my channel because I am a gamer. I love gaming. I love crypto, and it's just the two merging together, you know, in a lovely matrimony. And so, yeah, blockchain gaming, guys. It's a matter of when, not if, and I'm certain of that. You got traditional gaming, billions upon billions of dollars in that industry. Once that starts to flow into blockchain gaming, that'll only happen once we get good games. Good example is Illuvium. Okay. There is no limit if you're in the right projects. Social dApps, unique active wallets. So good to see that rising. We had a bit of a drop there, but generally from October 22, we went up there, which is good. Blah, blah, blah. Crypto hacks. So most of the hacks happened on bridges. Yep. BSC ecosystem copped 21% of hacks. That's pretty mad. NFTs down at 1.7. Interesting. Quite a few on ETH. No surprise. 2023 ahead. This was a pretty good statistic. The source was just crypto.com research. Global crypto market sizing. The number of global crypto owners reached a new milestone as it crossed 400 million. Guys, crypto is not going anywhere. 90% or more of the projects are dog shit in NFTs, altcoins, but you got to be on the good projects and you're going to be okay. So I think this is some developer applications on Ethereum. This is a really good statistic as well, guys. Really, really good, particularly for Ethereum. And what's good for Ethereum is good for overall crypto for sure. You know, I think it goes without being said that positive price action for BTC and ETH is positive price action for altcoins like CRO, 100%. Okay, it's undeniable. And this is great. Look at this, year upon year, 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22. In 2022 alone, we had a staggering 178% increase, guys. It's the substantial growing interest in building applications on Ethereum, so dApps, things like that. Very cool, very cool. Great statistic. And I think that's it, guys. So I think that's pretty much it for what I wanted to cover in the stream. It's literally we've gone over 2 hours on the stream. So I'm going to jump in the chat, see if you guys have anything there. If you guys want me to, quickly check anything out before I go, then let me know. Otherwise, I'll leave it for a minute or two, get back to what's in the chat, and I'm going to wrap up the stream and go to bed. It's the 2nd of Jan here now. Yeah, nice. That's funny. Gangster girl could be dangerous. Absolutely. No problem. Money dispenser. Yes. Thanks, Sandman. Thanks for being here, brother. Catch you later, buddy. For justice, yeah. Browns won their football game. Nice. Awesome, guys. Yeah, folks, if you haven't smashed the like button, make sure you do it. Would really appreciate that. Yeah, look, all I can say, guys, is Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. I hope everyone had a great time in the stream tonight. I certainly really do enjoy doing these streams. I appreciate you guys for coming. I'm going to be running this stream every single Sunday. I'll be running it next Sunday from 5:30 Eastern Standard Time. So I'll usually bring up the scheduled stream on Friday and put it in my community tab. So that is quite literally just this community tab right here. I'll literally post it in here. So you can come on and you can get in line and actually wait for that one as well if you do want to go ahead and do that. before I go as well, guys, I've also got my Patreon if you want to give me a bit of extra support in there. Okay, so £2 a month, guys. Just a simple way you can support the channel. £19 a month, guys. I'm going to start running some regular Zoom AMAs. Okay, it's actually going to be capped at I think, what did I say I was going to cap it at? Around 10 people or something, so we can have a bit of a group chat. And if you want to do some one-to-ones, guys, that's price for that there as well, £112. So yeah, just let me know, guys. Again, I'll leave the link for my Patreon in the chat down below if you want to show some support. Make sure you get involved in my giveaway as well. Yeah, when we hit 15k, guys, giving away that Dune land. And look, there's just going to be a lot more value coming to these streams as well. We might potentially add a stream at another stage during the week, but for now we're just going to try and keep the consistent one going into 2023. And yeah, let's just all stay headstrong there. And yeah, just make sure you're investing sensibly, do your own research, and just make sure you take profits, guys. It's really important to definitely do that. So yeah, I hope you all had a good one tonight, guys. Peace out, and we'll catch you all in the next stream, guys. Thanks for being here. Catch ya.